Shabbat Shalom, dearest community. As we already have determined that all of the trials, tribulations, journeys, experiences of our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, are indicators of how our history will unfold forever. And as we follow the story of Yaakov this week, another level of important lesson is taught to us, and we are charged to live according to that pattern. This week, Yaakov tries to settle in the land of his father's sojourning, in the land of Canaan. Comes back home, so to speak, tries to settle down, to relax. He's had a very tough life. 2 weeks ago, we read how Yaakov had to run away from home. Vayeshev Yaakov. And he went into the mouth of the lion, so to speak, to Lavan. And his very difficult life experience there. And then last week, we learn as Yaakov sends emissaries to appease his murderous brother's wrath. Again, difficult circumstances. We also read about the fact that his beloved wife passes away. He's had a rough time. He's worthy of relaxing, settling down. It's time to settle down. He's an elderly person already. And the Torah tells us that just the opposite. As he wants to settle and take a deep breath of relaxation of a well-deserved, very turbulent life, God says, you are now going to be challenged with the biggest challenge of your life. The disappearance, the kidnapping, the unknown presence of his most beloved son Joseph, who also was given a certain level of birthright in a certain way. And that whole episode unfolds. Why? Why can't Hashem say it's enough? Because we human beings are very limited. Yaakov did not recognize yet that his most important part of life was yet to come. From this point on, the next important, significant part of the Jewish journey would take place. As a result of this event, Joseph would rise to have the capacity to save the entire world from hunger. It was Joseph's brilliance that brought about the ability to save the world from hunger, and of course he attributed that vision to Hashem. As a result of Joseph, Jacob finally descended into Egypt, which was a necessary prerequisite for the Jewish people to become a nation and to receive the Torah. They had to go through the experience of Egypt, and they came down with honor, with welcoming by royalty, instead of being brought down in chains like happened further on in history. And so the Torah tells us that until our mission is fulfilled, until Mashiach comes, there's no time to rest. Of course, a human being needs some respite. You need to sleep. You need to take a few days off. You need to have some moment of relaxation. But generally, we are on the front lines of a battle that has to bring us to the final conclusion of a world that's ready to receive God's presence, that's ready to be governed by holiness and by goodness, by fairness, by balance, by everything positive. And so sometimes when we are challenged and we don't understand why this challenge happens, it's because we don't see the bigger picture. We only see our myopic little space. And if we were able to see the whole tapestry, the way Hashem develops it, we would always know, as our holy great Rabbi Akiva said, everything God does is for good. We may not see it at the moment, but it is part of the divine plan. We are always in God's hands. He always loves us, and He always makes sure that we get to our intended proper destination. And that is a messianic reality in our very confused and filled with dark cloud world. God bless you. Have a great Shabbos. We should all be together and welcome Mashiach in Jerusalem, our holy city. Shabbat Shalom.